As we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On first down, Newton. And incomplete to open things up.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again. Newton. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss.
Come on now. Ready.
To throw on second down is Newton. A dump off here to Stewart. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right around the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. From the gun, here's Newton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Second and goal now from the 8. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
In motion left is Baldwin. They keep it in the hands of Foster. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Lockett, the man in motion. A 1st down carry for Foster. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Slot man moves right. Foster on 2nd down. And he is knocked down from the side. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now this is playoff football. I mean, what a big-time tackle. Perfectly executed with a little extra emphasis there.
And got him for a loss as well. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he's got some. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Here's Newton now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6.
2nd down following the run. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bobby Wagner coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. There and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Off the bootleg. Newton. Now he's forced out right. He's going to run, but the ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again. Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second down, Wilson. And it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. That
It's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Lockett, the man in motion. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he's got room. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. McCaffrey on the counter. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Newton on third down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard right around the 31. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Foster. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Newton. Flushed out right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 4th down, here's the punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Returnable for Lockett. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Lockett, the man in motion. They'll go again with Foster. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Six yards to go here on second down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They go play action here on first down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Wilson on second down, eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. Baldwin goes in motion right. Third and long. It's Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
20.
Second and 10. Newton again. Benjamin with it over the middle. A Carolina first. Newton to Benjamin.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play, because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled, except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On second down, here's Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Mills. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Bannon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw on second down. Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter play. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. Ooh, with a juke. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock making him do it that way, didn't they?
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik McDowell with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Frank Clark in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Third and long. It's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right on the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On third down, Foster. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18, and he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold it.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Panthers coming out now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. After the run, Newton going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The tight end changing his position. A give, Foster running right. Good move at the 30. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 41 yards. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Charles, you think back to some of the great OT games in postseason history. There have been a lot of them. I think in January 2016, Hail Mary from Aaron Rodgers, but the Cardinals were able to survive that game.
Yeah, you need a Larry Fitzgerald, which the Cardinals had, to trump an Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary, and they did so. But let's go back. 1982. Okay, don't say it. I know I'm the old guy here. But San Diego at Miami, one of the classic NFL games that was finally decided in overtime. Dan Fouts to Kellen Winslow, and the Chargers advanced to the AFC Championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to give me. I still wish it would, I still wish them well, yeah. Put my problems in. Only check up when the checks come. My pockets looking blessed. messed up. All the talking never stressed us. They talking like they jealous of me. They talking like they never love me. They talking like they next door. I still treat them like son. Showers on the way. I've been working 25 hours every day. Pull up with the bands, have them dancing in the rain. Pull up with the bands, have them dancing in the rain. Yo. Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to get me. I still wish it would, I still wish them well, yeah. Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to get me. I still wish it would, I still wish them well, yeah. Promises and wishes, candles for my exes now. Ain't no fingers left to count my blessing out. Promises and wishes, trust me, it's been different now. No rings for the things I go missing out. Promises and wishes. Why would I ever start celebrating? Why would I ever start celebrating? I'm naming all the hearts I've been breaking. I'm naming all the hearts I've been breaking. The showers on the way. I've been working 25 hours every day. Pull up with the bands, have them dancing in the rain. Pull up with the bands, have them dancing in the rain. Yo. Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to get me. I still wish it would, I still wish them well, yeah. Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to get me. I still wish it would, I still wish them well, yeah.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me, that's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA, I'm tryna, yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies now. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow.